Well, hello, 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 hello. Happy New Year to all you wisdom walkers out there. This is Jojopah Maria coming to you with the elemental wisdom for the month of January. Oh my God, I still did it. I can't believe I did that. I apologize. I still didn't put 2024 in in the post. I got to change that up. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of how the energy has been. And I worked on this. Anyway, I won't go into that. But I'm grateful to be here, even though I posted the wrong year. But yeah, it really is the elemental wisdom for January of 2024. So here we are. And even though, of course, we're still going through a time of great change, of great shift and preparation for what is here, what is coming in terms of our experience of being human. I feel that January is really coming in a very loving way, and it's a water energy. So that really too supports our emotional flow and making it easier to choose the love. Yeah, yeah. So I'm so grateful to be here again, and I'm going to share this with you. If I do get any comments coming in, I will make sure that I display them when I am done giving you the elemental wisdom. So let me go through this right now for you without further ado. First of all, just honoring my dear teachers, Malidoma and Sobonfu Some, for their wonderful, wonderful teachings and energies that they bestowed upon me. Forever grateful for them. So, as we know, January is the first of three water months in our elemental year, and we have stepped into a mineral year, 2024. And so we start out with the elemental week being on a Monday. January 1st was on a Monday. So that's what opens our week. And interesting for it to be Monday. Yeah, and here is the opportunity this week releasing, yes, what can no longer support your new journey. Call upon the power of love and the element of water to enable you to peacefully and gently bid farewell to the people, places, or things that once sustained you. Express gratitude for these were essential contributions you received to your healing and growth. But now, you've outgrown their energy, and it's time to make room for the new energy that is about to show up for you. Embrace vulnerability, embrace the unknown, say yes. And as always, here are the distractions that can show up for us with that beautiful forward moving release energy. The first one being fear of loss. Yeah, yeah, of course, holding on to thinking that losing is only about suffering instead of it making room for what is coming. The fear of the unknown. Again, in Western culture, we have been really conditioned to believe that unless you know, you're going to die. And what we are learning as we move into this new age of Aquarius, this age of illumination, that the only way forward is to embrace the unknown. We have got to stop applying old belief systems and paradigms to what can no longer exist. Yeah. Needing to know or to explain outcomes that have yet to be lived. Mhm. And then holding on out of false obligation and false guilt. You know, it's very easy, especially when leaving something or someone really is very emotion laden. You will come up with all kinds of excuses for why you can't go. But the way the universe works, yeah, you'll get to a point where you be like, oh, yeah, I'm done. I am out of here. It is over. And when you leave, and this is why you don't want to do it out of fear, you want to again be in gratitude for whatever the situation, the person, the experience was, because it has prepared you to move forward. Yeah, ashe, ashe. So now let's move toward next week, next Monday, and what we'll have is a nature week in this mineral year. And what is this about? Yeah, the opportunity is for welcoming change. Woohoo! Be courageous. Open the door fully to the new transformative challenges and learnings which the universe is providing in answer to and in support of your prayers, intentions, goals, and annual commitments, which I will be talking about this Sunday. Receive the power of love and the supportive and playful energy of the nature element to experience the more of who you are. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. And how wonderful in this new year that we get that message of, welcome change because it's here. Yeah. So here are the distractions. The first one, addictive behaviors in whatever form they may take, because when that fear quotient it's up, when we're really feeling in the fear, it's easy to just mindlessly try to feel better with drugs, alcohol, indiscriminate sexual activity, overworking, over shopping, overuse of Facebook and other social media tools and apparatus. Yeah. So be mindful of that and set your limit, set your boundary to how you are going to be trying to get rid of that pain externally and hopefully choose to do the inner work of releasing. Next is being judgmental of yourself and others. A real easy way to move your focus off of what you need to be doing. And then last but not least, taking yourself or other people or things too seriously. We have to remember, folks, at this time in our human journey, that it's very true that everything is temporal. Nothing lasts. It's not supposed to. We are here to grow, to heal, to evolve. And that means there will be change, there will be transformation. So the more we can open ourselves to it, embrace it, the less we will suffer, or the least amount of time we'll spend trying to, I call it, squeeze back through that hole or act like, we're being victimized. Yeah. This is about letting change be what it is that is going to get you closer or actually to the destination of what you truly need in life. Ashe. So now, in this third week of January in our water month, we have an Earth Week. And Earth is all about receiving support. Yes, you are worthy. Embrace the power of self love and honor the energetic of the Earth element as you open yourself to receive what you need in order to be fulfilled, nurtured, appreciated, and loved. Be self-full. This is a cosmic reciprocity for all that you have done to support others. You deserve it. Ask and you shall receive. And to all you wisdom walkers out there who are also human service professionals, and that not only includes social workers, but firemen, policemen, nurses, even people who are in restaurants serving food. That to me is a human service. So anyone who's interacting with somebody else's stuff, you have to take care of yourself. Let this month of January be where you make the commitment to make sure that you are putting your oxygen mask on first and not giving away all of your energy so that you just become drained. You have to take care of yourself. And from my experience, it really takes a commitment. It's something that we do need to remind ourselves of. Yeah. So here are the distractions in the Earth Week. The first one, the fear of hearing no. Sometimes when we need the support, we're so afraid to ask for it because the last thing we want to hear is a no. But as my teacher Malidoma told me, he said, you have to accept the no's in life because that's the only way you can get to the yeses. So that means don't ponder, don't, hang on to a no, just like, oh, okay, it's not that one. Let me try something else and continue on and on until you get the yes that you need. The fear of being a burden. Yeah. Putting yourself in a position where, again, you're not in your right circumstance and you do need help. The last thing you want to do is feel like you're a burden, because in my experience, every time I have had to be in someone else's domain, I was always blessing them. I was always gifting them, even unconsciously, I was doing it. So if you're believing that you're a burden, then that will be your experience of that part of the journey. So don't see that. Actually go to that higher timeline and realize that God has placed you in a situation because you're in service to the light. Yeah. Yeah. So beautiful to think of it in that way. And then last but not least, that fear of being judged as weak or as a failure. Yes, yes, yes. We are all so afraid of this. Again, back to Western culture, where in school, right, you're taking tests. And what do? You either pass or you fail. And it sets up children to believe that that's what life is about. And it's not. Life is not about passing and failing. Life is about learning and growing and healing. And what's my other word? Yeah, evolving. Absolutely. So, those of us who've been so conditioned with this fear, be mindful of it as you're moving into this new year and new age, to let go of what you think people are thinking about you and focus on what you're thinking about you. And if you're not loving yourself enough, go do the work. Go do the work. Absolutely. And I just have to flash this one from Carmen. Hey, Carmen, saying, true that, true that. Now, in the fourth week of January, we get a fire week. Yes. And in this fire week, it is all about the truth. Yes. Being truthful with yourself and others. It is a time to call upon the ancestors to bring you clarity when you feel confused or conflicted. Walk your talk. Live in self referred consciousness, meaning trust your intuition and honest feelings more than the opinions, advice, or judgments of others. Allow your inner authentic self to be in charge of your life versus the image of yourself that you project out to the world. As Mr. Rogers said, people can love you exactly the way you are. Yes. And our job is to love ourselves exactly the way we are. And that doesn't mean you don't improve, but it means you got to start from something. If you're starting out like you nothing, it's not going to be a good journey. So here are the distractions. Yeah, maintaining that status quo. We all want to fit in, belong, be like, go along with, but especially as an adult, you have to really claim your uniqueness, your independence. This is essential for the new earth that we are moving into. We can no longer give our power over to others. And so if you are still feeling like the only way you can love yourself is that you got to be doing what everybody else is doing, got some growing to do there. Abandoning your true self in order to please others or avoid conflict, which is why we go along with the status quo. So be mindful of that. Really look at, like, am I just doing this because I don't want people to think there's something wrong with me? Or am I doing it because it really does work for me? Like, take time to contemplate that during this year. Lying to yourself or others, that's again how we go along with that program. It's like, yeah, we need to stop that. We need to stop that. Sacrificing your needs in order to belong or to be included. Wow, I had a big smackdown with that last year. I wasn't even conscious of how I was doing that. But when I became conscious of it, I made the changes very quickly. So again, we must be okay with being selfful and taking care of ourselves first. And then last but not least, that fear of not being liked, loved, or accepted. Yeah. Yeah. It's painful. It's a painful one. But it's painful so that we can heal it. Because if you're making anything outside of yourself responsible for whether or not you are liked, loved, or acceptable, you will never achieve your happy endings in life. But we have to learn how for it to be okay for us. Yeah. If it's okay for you, then hey, it's good. It's good. Absolutely. Wow. And then our final week, 5 Mondays in this beautiful water month of July, we get the first mineral week in this mineral year. And this is all about connecting with the souls of others, not the pocketbooks, but the souls of others. This is about unity consciousness, and it's what makes us human. We need to communicate at a deeper level on a higher timeline. Yes, we have the ability for compassion, understanding, forgiveness, and fifth dimensional relationships. A huge part of living on purpose is to be willing to transcend the shallow surface of what people present to you. See into their hearts and connect with their essence. In this way, you must be deep and simple with your own self and connected to your own soul. This is what the age of Aquarius, the age of illumination, is all about. Use the healing energy of minerals, stones, crystals, bones, and shells to illuminate your higher self and that of others. Yeah. And a big, big mineral for this year of 2024 is jade. Yeah, and that's because of the Chinese astrology, but the jade is pretty powerful for this year. So, here are some distractions that can show up when we are trying to be, yeah, connected and in that unity conscious mindset. Feeling sorry for people and taking on their pain. Yeah. Connecting with people doesn't mean that you have to take on their pain or try to solve their problems. No, 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 no. Compassion is I see you, I understand, and I'm holding space and believing that you can get through it, that you can be the best version of yourself. As soon as you're feeling sorry for somebody, it's over. Yeah, and people reject that, and they may not even be conscious of it at first, but they do. They do. And also, you only feel sorry for others when you're what? Oh yeah, feeling sorry for yourself. So stop it and realize how very, very blessed and gifted you are to be alive on this planet at this time. False obligations because you forget you're worthy. Oh my God, I love this one. I've fallen into this multiple times in my life. And now I'm very, very much looking at and looking out for when I get pulled into that because it's not okay. It's not okay. Victim consciousness, another one. That's what wisdom walking, that's what's at the heart of wisdom walking because it's about learning how to transform your pain versus transfer it. When you're a victim and you believe that life is about getting you rather than gifting you, yeah, you will definitely be transferring your pain. So we need to keep working on moving out of being a victim to life and circumstances. Anxiety and impatience comes along with that. Comes along with that belief system of victim consciousness. You'll always be on the edge, you'll always be afraid of something. And you won't take the time that is required to move through a process. Just using my musical analogies, when I take on learning a new piece on the piano, and of course I've heard it, right? I've heard somebody play it masterfully. So I want to play it that way too. But when I first sit down, I can't even figure out which fingers go on which keys to get the sound and to get the speed. So I have to slow down. And I have to believe what? Yeah, I got to believe that, oh, I can get masterful with it, or I'll play it in a way that works for me. Yeah. But I have to slow down. I'm not going to be able to do it right away. And it's no different, my darlings, with how we're dealing with our challenges in life, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it is a project. You're not going to be 100% off the bat. You've got to give yourself time to learn, to grow, to have revelations, and then it will become what it is that you want it to be. And then, last but not least, in terms of connecting with the souls of others, is about gossip, judgments, and blaming. Whew, stay away from that. And here's a good way to do it. When you begin down that road to talk about somebody else and their situation from a place of entertainment, just say to yourself, how would it feel if somebody were doing that about me? Yeah, just contemplate that. And that will help you stop gossiping. Now, sharing information about something that happened for someone like this went on, that's something where you can commiserate, you have compassion. Yeah. But when it gets into gossip, and you know what I'm talking about, you need to leave that alone. Yeah. Because there, but for the grace of God, go I. It could be you in that circumstance. Yeah. Always, as a reminder, every 22nd day of each month is Earth Day, and ours will come on Monday, January 22nd. This is so critical, folks. We have to stay on believing that there are things we can do as individuals to help make this planet a better place. So go to that website of www.earthday.org, and you'll see things like the Canopy Project, where you can pay $1 to support tree planting, or Fashions for the Earth. You can sign a petition that's going to help stop putting so much plastic and creating so much waste that we do in regards to the fashion industry. So happy Earth Day coming up. And please, please be committed to doing your part to make this planet habitable for the seventh generations that come after us. Yeah, yeah. I also want to plug my book, Wisdom Walk to Self-Mastery, Ancient Wisdom for Transforming Pain, still out there, still available, which I'm so grateful for. I am working on the second book, and hopefully, well, my commitment is to have it published by the end of the year. So we'll see how I go. And then I just want to promote my Wisdom Walk Talk. It'll be my first multicast of 2024 this Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I will, as always, present my annual New Year's message. It is in the Dagara tradition, the mineral year, and in the Chinese astrology, it is a green wood dragon year. Also, the number 8 is very prominent in this year, and I'll be also beginning to share with you the annual theme for 2024 that has come to me, as well as the 5 collective commitments that we can practice. Yeah. So there you have it. There you have it. I hope that you are really, really enjoying this opening to January and taking it easy, taking it slow. Carmen said, Happy New Year. Hey, Carmen, Happy New Year to you too. Looking forward to our journey together. Absolutely. And there's Michael Damon of We Merge Media. Happy New Year to you, Michael. Also grateful for our journey together. Michael just turned me on to some very positive things that AI, Chat GPT, can do. And I'm really seeing it as a tool to be a support to me rather than as something that takes me away from my creative juices. No, 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 nothing can do that, folks. You do that. The AI ain't gonna take you away from it. You take you away from it. And again, it's all about how we don't believe or allow a machine to be in charge of our lives. But if you ain't being in charge of your life, yeah, the machine gonna take over. Yeah, and being in charge of your life means you got to go in. You got to go in and you got to do the work. I can't say it enough. I always say it, but I keep saying it because it's true. Anyway, have a beautiful, beautiful water month in this mineral year. I hope you can tune in on Sunday, as I'll be talking about that. The next, this Sunday, and then on the 21st, I will do the second part of that annual message. So be well, be safe, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here again very soon. Bye-bye now.